Mike Schmitz of ESPN. We're here with Jaden Hardy, G League Ignite, projected top 3 pick. Jaden, appreciate you taking the time, man.
Appreciate you having me, yes sir.
So how's the whole experience been going so far out here?
I mean, it's been going very well. I mean, just getting to know the other guys and meeting the coaches and it's like meeting the staff. I mean, it's been great. And then just being able to come out here and compete and getting better every single day. I mean, but I'm grateful for this opportunity.
We're gonna dive into some of your film here. We got about 5.5, 6 minutes of some of your high school film, offense, defense. And the thing that stands out most to me off the bat is just your range. I mean, like you can see here, not afraid to shoot it from, what is that, 35, 40?
Something like that.
in the gym range, we call that. So where does this, first of all, were you always this good of a shooter?
I was always a good shooter, but I mean, when I made that jump, I mean, when we was in pandemic, I mean, I was living in the gym.
Yeah.
Every single day, like working out 3 times a day.
So that was a big part of it.
That was a big part of it. I mean, I was just living in the gym, getting tons of reps. I was just like living in it. Like I was like going like hard.
Yeah.
Like that was the hardest I ever like been working. Like when we was in pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it showed. So.
Yeah, deep ball. I mean, off the catch, off the bounce, and then here, like when you're shooting it at your best, mechanically, what are some of the things that you're doing?
So usually I try to like line my ball up every time I shoot. So shoot it off the threads. I mean, try to follow all the way through and just try to get my legs under me. So
yeah, you like shooting more off the hop, the 1-2, doesn't matter.
I try to learn to shoot off all the ways. Yeah. Honestly, I want to be able to shoot like any way. So, yeah. I mean, I feel like I had it. That's what I've been working on. So being able to shoot my shot however.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty picture perfect right there. You know, the balance, the speed of the release. Perfect. And so that's why you see those type of results. Now, all right, how do you mix the like, okay, I know I can catch, jab, and pull. He's hand down, man down. I get it. How do you mix that with like, all right, get downhill to the rim or get into the offensive flow? Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you find that balance between being you, but also like mixing in different things?
I mean, I feel like I could get into the lane easy, like anytime I want to. I mean, because of the like, I feel like the moves I have, I mean, and the creativity I have, I feel like I always can like get in the lane. And if I see like a defender, if I jab a defender back to back and his hands is not up, I mean, I'm gonna shoot it every time.
Then you're gonna pull it.
Yeah,
exactly. So right off the rip, maybe you have the opportunity to just rip and go, right? But then you jab, gives you a little bit of space. Okay, because that's maybe one of the only things people will question is like, not just that clip, but okay, he can get it going from 40, right? But is it always the right shot? Is it always the right, what would you say to that?
I mean, I would just say, I mean, I practice on it so much, so I feel like it's like a regular shot for me. It might not be a regular shot for someone else.
Right.
But for me, I feel like, I mean, I work on it so much that I just know like, I'm gonna like, I can make those shots.
Yes, for sure. And then, okay, so if they're closing out hard to you, then what do you got?
I mean, I attack.
Yep. Tough finish, huh? So what are you looking at here? You just see the closeout?
I seen he gave me middle.
Yep.
Took my time, patience to look, try to see what I had, and then I seen it was just me and him, me and the big man. I knew I could finish open.
Yeah, and that's tough finish, 2 feet through contact. I mean, that really impressive. And then, sorry, so we've seen it off the catch, right? And then you got it off the bounce too. I mean, this is early in the game, okay? And then 15 on the shot clock, but had you even hit one yet?
No, I haven't even hit one. This is right after I had just missed one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I already knew like those shots is like, I feel like those are regular shots for me.
Yeah.
So, like, if I shoot this, like shoot it from like regular right here, I feel like that's a regular shot from right there too.
And that's what you practice.
That's what I practice.
So you're sizing them up, and it's just your world type of thing, right? So what is that? What are you calling out here?
Right here, I mean, I just seen like I had a mismatch. So I mean, like I was a big man on me.
Yep.
Everybody already knew what was going on. I mean, that's where we go 4 low. I mean,
1-4 flat, 4 low. Yeah.
And then me, I jabbed him to see what he was gonna do. He bagged back, so I took a dribble. He shot it.
Easy money.
Easy money.
and you see a little bit of that with this guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Dame time, obviously similar, sizing him up. You remember the shot?
Yeah, I remember that shot. That was the game right there.
Do you see some similarities in terms of like how you shoot it so easy from deep and how your confidence? Like, is he someone you look up to?
I mean, yeah, for sure. And I'm glad I had the chance to work out with him too, as well. I mean,
you did.
His brain, yeah.
When was that?
It was like right before I came out here to Walnut Creek. So it was like a week before I came out here. And I mean, I got to get in the gym with him, work out with him, ask him a lot of questions, and just pick his brain.
Yeah, no, you definitely see the similarities with that. Cold-blooded. I mean, you're comfortable in these late game situations
Yeah,
too?
sure.
Is that just natural?
Yeah, it's just like natural. Just like my mentality is just like, I mean, if someone's in front of me, I just know I can get a bucket because I like all of those hours in the gym.
Yeah.
Putting in those hours, it's like, I mean, I'm working on it, so I have belief in my work.
Right.
So.
So you just revert back to the work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then so we saw kind of the right hand hang dribble there, and then the step back going left. Who's that? Whose move is that?
I got that from James right there.
Yeah.
That's like a James. I got to work out with James too as well.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
What about him? What'd you take away from him?
His creativity is crazy.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the way he sees the game, the way he thinks the game. I mean, that's crazy, and that's big bro for real. So
yeah,
I mean, yeah. So I mean, I'm glad I had the chance. I mean, just learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
About the step backs and like how to create space off of him.
Yeah.
And like just being like keeping your balance on your shots. So.
Yeah, you're tap dancing on him here, right?
Yeah.
Perfect balance, deep range. Again, I mean that's what it looks like. And then so this is what from your how old were you here?
Junior.
Junior year.
Yeah, that was my junior year. Right there.
So you're coming off. So we saw the step back going left, and then here, what are you looking at in his feet? Or how, what I guess what leads you to go to this?
So when he set the screen, I already knew. So when I seen the switch, I already knew I could go at him. His feet was just like. I just checked his feet right there, and then I seen he was way back off of me, and I was just like sidestep pull. I mean, I already knew that was good. That's one of my moves I worked on.
Sidestep pull.
Yep.
And so there are some similarities with Jay Green. Like sometimes with the way you get to your shots, maybe the body type's a little bit different. Like, but I mean, this looks pretty similar, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough on Jay Green.
Yeah, and so you see some similarities there too?
Yeah, I like
Jalen.
Yeah, I love Jalen's game too. Very athletic. I mean, and he's worked on his shot a lot.
Big time, because that wasn't really him.
Yeah, because like I remember like playing with him in high school, like he was just like always known as like athletic.
Yeah, slasher downhill.
Yeah, so but he's did like a lot of progress in the shot, and you can see it. And that looked pretty right there. So
smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you'll be able to have that type of impact too in the G League, right? Early on. And so, okay, like we talked about, finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
So is it, now we know you can always get to that, but sometimes is it a quick hit ahead? Sometimes is it a let's get into our flow, right? Is that something we're going to see more from you with pros around you?
Yeah, that's something I've been working on, like when I've been working on in the summer, just like being able like to know when to attack, like knowing like when to get my teammates involved, like so just like slowing the game down is really like I've been like working on like at most like just slowing the game down and like making things much easier for me.
Right, exactly. Because we know you can get to this, right?
Yeah.
But if it's no passes into the offense, like maybe get it moving a little bit. But you never know how you're feeling in the flow of the game. I mean, the fact that you even have that is impressive. But yeah, maybe it's a hit ahead.
For sure.
Get things moving because you showed that you have that ability for sure, and getting downhill, right? So because you're such a threat from there, they got to pick you up, right?
Yeah.
And so what do you like? What are your go-tos off the dribble when you're getting downhill?
When I'm getting downhill, like I mean, I like to play off like a lot of hezzies and like just like misdirections, like look the other way, go the other way. So like just trying to be crafty with the ball, like to just try to get my defender to open up his hips so I can get that angle and get downhill.
No, that shows the ability to play off of that hang dribble, and get downhill, and then when we're talking about some of these hit aheads, right? Anything you see here?
So yeah, I had Frankie right here with the that's Frank right there with the kick right there. And then I also had I just really had that open kick right there for real because everybody was coming.
Maybe
down.
a cross-court skip if he gets all the way to the corner. It's kind of bunched up here. But I think diving more into your film, I saw more and more like quick hit aheads, reads that show like you can play with the ball and make others better, right? Like this one. What are you looking at here?
I was just looking up the floor, just trying to see like who was up the floor. I mean, who was running the floor, and I seen O take off, so I mean, I hit him right there. You got to reward the bigs, right? Keep them happy. And then again, eyes up, easy hit, right? So I think it's mixing these in with like your ability to shoot it from deep, right? Find that blend. And then you're talking 25, 5 and 5 type of guy, right? Okay, so you mentioned, you're not just someone who ISO pounded, but also like these quick actions you can get going. What's your, take me through this play? So inbound. The play is inbound, like I set them up. Think I'm going that way, then come off the screens. They setting it down screen for me. And then shot. Again, like super confident, efficient with your moves, and so you can just feel your defender trailing. I can feel him. And then I seen like I still had like they didn't have no hands up right there.
Yep.
And I know I can make those shots. So
Yep.
I mean, I took it.
Yeah, you're a threat from all over the floor. I mean, that's impressive to see your ability to get to, 2 feet and pull up from deep. And then here again, inbound, sprint off of it, on the hop, splash, right?
Yep.
So what are you thinking as you come off these? Like, you're looking at him, what are you looking at?
I mean, when I come off the screen, I'm always looking at my, like, trying to see, like, how my defender is playing me.
Mm-hmm.
And once he came off, I seen that he had one, like, under the screen. He didn't, like, come over it with me. And he wasn't there, like, he got there too late. Because, I mean, with me, you gotta be there on the catch where I can get it off quick.
Yeah. For sure. Got to be there. They got to be on your hip. Otherwise, you're going to let it fly. And then, okay, with a guy like Beal, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is probably what they're going to do to you. They're going to stay attached, and then they're going to try to run you off the line, right?
Yeah.
And then so you feel comfortable in these type of situations?
For sure. That's something I've been working on, too. I've been here a lot, and that's something the coaches have been, like, working on with me. Just, like, playing with pace, like, seeing what I got once I catch the ball.
Yeah.
Just, like, slowing down, really. So, I mean, that's something I've been working on very much. So.
Similar situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here you're on the deep. Create separation.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that, Amari Bailey?
Yeah.
They run you off. So, yeah, take me through this action here.
So, the play is set up for me. I'm going to have 2 down screens coming to me for the 3.
Yep.
And then I seen that he got over that screen.
Yep.
He was on me, so I shot faked to see what his reaction would be. Then he flipped the screen for me.
Yeah.
And then I was able to get some space off to get my shot off.
Bucket. Rest is history.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, if they both jump out at you, then what do you have?
I mean, I got him right here.
Yep. On the slip, right?
Yeah.
And so that's a lot of it too, is like whether you're playing out of pin downs or staggers or whatever, it's almost like a ball screen, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. And so you feel comfortable making those passes?
Yeah, I feel comfortable making those passes. Like, I feel like passing, like my passing ability, I feel like it's like very like slept on. So,
underrated.
Yeah, underrated. So I feel like, I mean, this year I'm gonna like show. I'm playing with great players, so I feel like I'm gonna be able to showcase like my passing ability, like my playmaking ability.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no question. When you can shoot the ball the way that you can, I mean, then things are going to be open. Then you can play out of these handoffs too. So what's your read here?
I mean, I seen that once I caught the ball, he was just, like slacking on defense. So I mean, that's a shot.
And so there, he's trying to communicate switch. He doesn't switch up. Cash. Yeah, I mean, that's a layup from you, right? So we know that by this point. And then, all right, if they're denying, what do you have?
I mean, I just tried to take them up. I mean, fake them like I was about to come up to them, and then went back door. Try to create some space, and then I seen I had a quick pull up.
Yeah, and there were a lot of games too where they were almost like face guarding you.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
I mean, like, it was like a lot of games where they was face guarding me, or they had like 2 dudes like trying to like own me. So I mean, it was difficult because I usually was playing like whole games too. So I'm playing like full games. I mean, but it was like, and I got through it, and I mean, it was different though.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So how much?
But I feel like it made me better as a player though.
To have to endure those things.
For sure.
All right. So ball screen stuff. Take me through this play here.
So he's coming up, set the screen. I took him one way, and then had him like spin back off of it, and then wanted to snake it. Got to my spot, rose up, and money.
Perfect. Create a little bit of space. Tough shot maker, would you say?
Yeah, for sure.
And then even when you don't use it, being able to snake it back to the middle of the floor. I mean, what allows you to knock down these shots when you're basically falling over?
I mean, just being focused. Like, I'm just like focused on like every shot, like wanting to like. Yeah, that's where
stepped on his
like,
foot
stepped
even,
on
huh?
my foot.
Yeah.
But I was like so focused on like making that shot right there.
Yep.
Like I'm just locked in on making that shot. So I mean, just like being able to make those tough shots.
Yeah, that's what the NBA is about, right? Tough shot makers. Okay, and then sometimes maybe using the screen, right?
Yeah.
What do you see here? Comes up, set it. You just reject. Tough shot, right?
Yeah, that was a tough shot. I mean, I could have used the screen, or I could have hit him. Frankie, he was just like sliding to the corner, I think.
Yeah.
What he was doing.
So when you reject it,
could have like over the top it.
Yeah. Maybe it is a quick hit and come off of it, right?
Yeah.
Using handoffs, getting ahead of steam, all that. But I think you'll show more and more of that as you gain more experience. And Booker's really good at running guys into the screen and then like get them on your back, right?
Yeah.
Because with your size, your body, I think you can do a lot of this. What do you like about this?
I mean, I love how he came off, like seeing what he had, got into the defender's body, created his space, and got to his spot and rose up.
Yeah.
And shot.
And hard to speed up too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something about you too. Like you seem very calm on the court. You're not very frantic.
Yeah.
In a good way. You've always been that way?
Yeah, I always like being that way. Like just always try to play with work on my pace, like when I'm playing.
Yeah.
And like seeing what I got.
And Beal is like this too. Like he'll put you on his back and then also re-explode, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of the bounce. People don't talk about his bounce enough. And then not a ball screen, but just to show a similar concept, right?
Yeah.
What do you feel here? You just feel him on your hip?
Yep, I feel like I mean I took him right. He was giving me my right. He was sending me to my right, my strong hand. So I just like got into his body. Like I knew I could create space. I'm great at creating space and just got to my shot.
And that's what you talk about, being able to make shots out of all different types of situations. Like your feet aren't always going to be perfect, but just being able to knock it down. That's NBA caliber shot right there. So then, all right, maybe one of the next steps we'll talk about too is like you talked about being more of a guy who can create for others in these type of situations. So what do you see here? Anything you would have done differently? All right, so he's going to come set it. So you reject it, right?
Yeah, I probably would have hit him like soon as he rolled, I could have hit him, or I had to cross court right here.
Yeah. So that's kind of the progression, right? So, all right, you've got, let's see, the pocket pass, you've got the skip and the deep corner. Like, not that they're wide open. I'm just saying, as you come off to your right, those are the things you're looking at. And then you could always use it too, right?
Yeah.
You could always use it. Then you have other options. But I think you've shown that if they blitz you, like you have this type of patience, right?
Yeah.
So what are you looking at in this one?
Right here, when I see like both of them come up on me, I know somebody's open, so I'm trying to find like the open man, and found him.
And you retreat dribble, you keep your head, you don't get all flustered. That's huge. And being able to use your size, see over the top of the defense. Simple plays, right? Nothing advanced, but impressive nonetheless. What about this one? So
I had the corner kick right there. I remember that one.
Yeah.
So I had that corner wide open because this man came over. That was just me trying to, I don't know what I was doing.
Trying to go get one. Scores, man. Wired to score. No, but I think it starts here. Like, great job coming off tight. You run him into the screen, you split it, and now just a quick
read.
Simple plays too, right? Like, it's not always the home run play. Sometimes it's just a simple read, and I think you've shown that ability. Like here, this is perfect. I know he doesn't finish it, but what are you looking at here when you catch? So you reject it.
Yep. And then once his man stepped up, I dropped it off.
Yeah, perfect. And so say they took that away, then what are your other options?
If he took the drop off away, I mean, I could have had a floater, or I could have had the cross court to the corner.
Yeah.
Like one of those baseline passes.
Yep, baseline drift.
Baseline drift pass.
Yeah, 100%. But no, that shows your ability to play make like that in those drop-off situations. And then this is really good too. So you feel him kind of crawling up into you, reject it, and what are you looking at?
I mean, I seen Frankie was going back door, so I seen him. Like, I just kept my dribble waiting for him to go back door and hit him when he was open.
Yeah, it's a great pass. And being comfortable passing off the dribble like that is huge, right?
Yeah.
That's what you see from Steph, Trey, Ja, all those guys. Offense, we know you can get buckets, right? We know that you're improving, like getting other guys involved, all that. I think the next step for you is becoming like an elite defender, Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's something the coaches have been telling me here too. Just like, I just always got to be that two-way player every night. And that's something that I've been like going into. So, I mean, it's like trying to develop into like being that two-way player every night, because I'm going to be going against like different like shooting guards that are very good. So like being able to like play with those guys and like being able to like to contain those guys is something I'm going to need to do, and I know that. So like just being able to work on it and like with this coaching staff, I feel like this is the best opportunity for those guys. I mean, to just like help me with that. So.
Yeah, and it's not uncommon for like. Listen, you scored 60 points a game, basically, at times, and you had a big load to carry offensively. You guys played a lot of zone, too?
Yeah, we played like a lot of zone and like a lot of full court press.
Yeah.
So it was just like...
Yeah, it's hard to evaluate kind of where you're at, defensively, but I think some good moments and some moments to improve, right? So, all right, in this situation, running back, what do you see here?
I mean, we was outnumbered right here, so I was just like trying to jab at him, like see if he was gonna like corner kick it, or like if he was gonna like try to like make a decision back to the middle.
Yep. So what was the zone you guys would play?
We would probably play like 2-3, or we would probably play like a 1-3-1.
Okay. So you mixed it up a little bit.
Yeah, we like mix it up.
And even in this one as well, like when they're coming downhill, say that's Brad Beal, Devin Booker. Like just meet them early, get them front, right?
Yeah, for sure.
How's it been so far guarding some of these guys?
I mean, it's been like, I feel like, I've been doing a great job, but like, these guys, these players, they're very good. So, it's been great just like being able to play against like good competition.
Yep.
And like to defend those guys.
Yep.
So it's been great.
And what about pick and roll? So here, okay, this is against what, Amari Bailey?
Yeah.
So what do you guys teach here in terms of, is it like you want to send them into the screen? You want to?
I wanted to keep them like from out the middle. So just like not like letting them get to the middle.
So like icing it.
Yeah.
So your big is here, and you want to keep it on the side, right? Yeah, and I think like using your length and just sitting down and being like a total pest too, right?
Yeah.
Because you see like when you're standing up like that or you're just jabbing at the ball, makes it easier for him to just dictate where he wants to go, right?
Yeah.
You know how it is as a scorer. Nobody wants to feel some guy in him. Like Pat Beverly made his career off of just being like a pest, you know? And not that you'll ever be that, but I think, using your quickness, your length, and bothering guys, makes it even tougher for them to score, right?
Yeah.
And you've shown you can do that here. Sitting down, sliding, active, long. But no, I think this can be you, being like taking the airspace, being active, even if it's a little glimpse like that, clapping, fired up, right? I think that's when you're at your best.
Yeah.
And then if they are able to get downhill, okay, use your length. Great verticality, right?
Yeah.
What is your wingspan,
It's almost 7 foot.
Almost 7.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you like to watch defensively?
Defensively, yeah, I like Sacramento.
Davion Mitchell.
Davion Mitchell, there it is. Davion Mitchell. I like him. I watched
Off
him
night.
a lot. And
That's the nickname.
Yeah, I like watching him. I watched him in college.
Yep.
And like him, like right now in Sacramento, I like him.
Yeah, he's gonna be a tough one to score on. So that's a little bit on the ball, right? And then off the ball, sometimes it's just, okay, this situation, just jogging a little bit, right? So turnover. What do you see there?
Yeah, that was me just jogging right there. Yeah, I was supposed to get back way faster. But he was outnumbered, and I was just jogging. I didn't even see him right there, just on the side of me.
Yeah, he went Usain Bolt on you, and but yeah, sometimes you can cover up any like mistakes just with effort, right? Sure. And being locked in with that, and then even these, like, okay, underneath out of bounds, seeing man and ball, right? So this is the one where, like, if you're, rookie year, NBA, your first game, and then this happens, corner 3.
Yeah.
Come over here, Jaden. You're sitting next to coach, right?
For sure. For sure if that happens.
But that's a big part of it is, every possession staying locked in because your talent, is unbelievable. And I think the one thing they'll say too in the NBA is like no corner 3s, right? Is that something you guys preach here too?
Yeah, something that we've been preaching, like just like not helping like off the corner and like just like because those guys like say if that's Clay in the corner, like, that's gonna be good. So just like not helping off those corners.
And
like,
it's
with
easier.
Shooters.
Yeah.
And like so just like and being like in help like on the driver.
And it's easier if he declares ball early, then you don't have to pick up ball, right? But again, I think with your size, your length, your quickness, you could be that type of two-way guy. And so here, this is perfect, man. Like you're sinking down, you're taking away this drop-off pass, right? Sink through his body, get back for the contest, right?
Yeah.
And activity. And I think you can be a really good rebounder too. Is that you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that too as well. That's something I've been like working on too, like just like being able to go in there and get rebounds because I know like I'm very athletic and I know I can get up there and grab it. So like just being able to go down there, like box out and like grab rebounds.
Mix it up because you've shown just like this, you can attack rebounds and get going the other way. And then this was just the last clip I love because this shows like that. There's a little bit of Detroit here, that dog mentality of get on the floor, right?
Yeah.
And being a guy who's willing to mix it up and do all those things. And so you feel like you have that in you?
Yeah, I feel like I had that in me, like just like always, like just like get on that floor. If the ball on the floor is just rolling, like you gotta get on the floor.
Gotta go get it.
I want the ball and we trying to win a game. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think you have all the, like I said, all the ingredients. I mean, you look at recent, even like #1 picks, like guys who can shoot it like you can, who can handle the ball, who can support it all 3 levels, have your size and length. Where do you think you kind of stack up with the rest of this draft class?
I mean, I feel like I'm the best player in this class, honestly. But I mean, there's a lot of great guys at the top of this class. I mean, Chet, Paolo, I mean, those are my guys. And like being able to play with those guys at USA camp, I mean, was fun. But I mean, I just feel like, I mean, my game stands out more.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, my game translates better to the NBA, this modern NBA.
And then last question. So you mentioned, some of those other players, and then there are players all over the world who are trying to make it, right?
Yeah.
Some of them are close to as talented as you. So what's going to separate Jaden Hardy from other guys? Like, why do you think we'll look back in a few years and it's like Jaden Hardy's a superstar?
I feel like it's going to be my mentality and how hard I work and just being a leader.
Yeah.
Just showcasing that I could be a leader and showing that I could be a two-way player. And I want to be one of the best two-way players to ever play.
Yeah, I love it. That's the type of confidence, mentality that you see from the greats. So, Jaden, I appreciate you taking the time, man, and best of luck this season.
Appreciate you having me.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.